And I have some big plans for today at Satisfactory. We started last week. I worked a little bit off the stream on, and we'll be working very hard on today. Before we get into the game, I'm going to mention one thing. You asked about my hands, Madman. They're doing okay, but the ergonomic mouse that I've used for so long is the scroll wheel has basically been getting all messed up lately and it's been driving me crazy. And when I first bought this ergonomic mouse, it was just a test to see if I even like how it feels, and I think it's been really good for my hands. So, um, since it's not working anymore, last night I decided to finally invest in a better one. So I spent 50 bucks on another mouse that is like a Razer ergonomic mouse that's like a gaming mouse that will hopefully be better quality and not, die after a couple months. And the nice thing about living in Dallas is that there are many crappy things, but there are some good things. One of those being if you order something on Amazon, it'll come in very fast. So we might be doing an unboxing of a new mouse today halfway through the stream, just to let you all know. So, but I have a grand plan for my Satisfactory, my Sadist Factory. I do. I haven't done a lot with decorating, which I think Gunther keeps sending me videos about how I can do better decorating. I feel like decorating is not really my thing. I know a lot of people really like, making things look awesome. I just like things to be functional. Madman just gifted a sub to Mr. Case. All right, well, thanks, Madman. But off stream, I worked on some stuff, and here, let me make some. I'm gonna clear out some inventory because I have some plans for today. Plans for what we're doing today here. Off stream, what did I do? I prepared the way for a very large build. You see on the right side of the stream over here, fuel power generators 284. Oh, there's something I forgot to do off stream. While this is making, let me pull up Satisfactory calculator. And I'm going to show you all what we're going to be making. We're going to be making rocket fuel at 1,200 a minute using some alternate recipes, nitro rocket fuel, and there's another one way down at the bottom called diluted fuel, if I can find it. Diluted fuel, where is it? This is basically the recipe that I Watch FTL told me about at the end of the last stream, and I've been looking at it, planning it out, and off stream I did some pre-work on it, if I can find it. Sometimes, is there a search here? Like a diluted fuel? Not diluted package fuel. Diluted fuel. There it is. So this is what we're doing. I set up 20 refineries off stream. 1,200 rocket fuel is going to take a crap ton of fuel generators, and I started the base of that. I haven't done anything else except the crude oil extractors and the refineries. So we have a big build today. And so my plan today is to I'm going to grab a whole crap ton of resources basically to plan for this build. So let's see what I can clear my inventory out of right now so I can have. What do I need? Motors, industrial beams, copper sheets, and rubber. I'm going to need a shiznizzle ton of all these things. So I'm going to go get large amounts of these things to be ready for this ginormous build we're going to be doing. So we're going on a shopping spree of me grabbing materials from my different factories to have maybe half the resources we need. I don't know. We're going to need a crap ton of this stuff, though. You can't resub yourself for some effed reason. You'll share the goods. This marks 7 months of your freeloading, Mr. Keese. Well done. Freeloading, the best type of loading. Alright, is there a bunch of rubber in here? There is. Maybe get... Golly, that's not even close to enough. Yeah, I don't think I have enough room for all of these. Do I have room to put more of these in here? Yes, I do. I need to clear out some space if I can. Okay, that won't fit, so I'm gonna have to go and do that. I'm gonna things that I have very few of that I don't need to have on my person right now. I'm gonna throw into my. Well, I might have to trash some of it. That's full. Okay, anything that's full. I need room. I need room for all of the things right now. Room for all of the things here. So we'll do about that much there. I got copper sheets over here. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the subbing on Twitch is just weird sometimes. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Wow, encased industrial beams 4,000, quick wire 14,000. Yeah, I won't even be able to get enough items to make half of this, I think. Well, that's okay. I'll get as much as I can carry for now. Encased industrial beams. And this will hopefully make it so I'll have to make fewer trips back once I'm trying to build freaking 200 and however many things this is. Okay, there's that. Motors and quick wire. Okay. I've collected all of the level 1 something emotes. I think it's anytime. Did we just get a mini hype train? I think we might have just gotten a mini hype train there. So. All right. So let me grab like a couple stacks of quick wire, and then. Motors, and that will be all we can carry for now. My motors are right over here, I believe, next door. Nope, 2 doors down. Okay. Alright. What else can I delete to make room here? I know I have max of those. Alright, I know I'm going to need a ton of concrete for this build, too. Alright, well, this is going to... for now, I'm not using hard disks, so I'm going to do that. I can't put any more power shards in there. Alright, so I've gotten basically as much as I can carry right now. What else can I throw in here? Let me do this. Get a stack of concrete. This. And this. There we go. That'll give me some concrete while this is pouring into there. Alright. We're going to go work on this build. Oh, and what I didn't mention about the mouse I'm using, I'm actually using my old mouse that was a really, really good mouse, but isn't a, whatchamacallit mouse, isn't a ergonomic mouse. So once we do the unboxing, I will swap back to my new ergonomic gaming mouse, a Razer mouse. It's called a Basilisk V3, I think is what the one I ended up getting. So we'll see how well that one works. Why is my aluminum all backed up? My aluminum's still not going at 95%. Okay. My build with power hopefully is making it run close to max percentage. And aluminum is going. It's going. Good. Alright, so what are we doing? We're going to... Where am I going, actually? I'm going down here. Down here is where we started that build, so... I don't have room. Oh, that's a giant spider. I'm not going to mess with the giant spider. That's a Mercer sphere. That's probably reappeared. Is there a giant spider guarding this Mercer sphere? I don't think so. Okay. Southeast I need to go? Southeast, yes. This ladder makes you cringe when you think about having to scale it every day. Which ladder was that in my different factories? You gotta have some sort of, you know, verticality in the game, and I've just not taken the time to set up a hypertube setup. I just don't want to take the time to set that up in every single factory. Maybe eventually I will. Or maybe it was a different ladder you're talking about. I do have some random free-floating ladders just in the middle of the world, so I hope the ergonomic mouse I ordered comes in and feels as good as the one that I was using before, and just has a whatchamacallit, a mouse wheel that doesn't break. I'm pretty sure I already got this, but let's check. Already got it, okay. Run away from these guys. Now that is a big old sinkhole right there. Oh, what's at the bottom of that sinkhole? Man, that looks like that goes down to the abyss. What's down there? Blackness. It does go down to the abyss. Okay, well, don't go down there. What's up, Nietzsche? I would like to not die in an abyss, so I will not go down there. It's kind of weird. I didn't know there was a big sinkhole to the abyss in the middle of this map. What about this one? Is this also a sinkhole to the abyss? Yes, I think it is. I didn't know they had a bunch of abyss sinkholes in this game. I don't have a lantern to explore it. Abyssal lantern. Wow, you are really good at about callbacks on that one very specific thing, Miao Zedong, which is crazy because the abyssal lantern is literally only an augment in RPG Nerdo's mods. That's like the only thing it is. That thing that you've chosen to latch onto is interesting. But yeah, I can already feel my hand feeling a little bit less comfortable than it normally does because I don't have my ergonomic mouse going right now. Enough space. Does that mean I did not get this? Little spider. And I gotta put things in my inventory as I pick them up because of my full inventory here. Let me see if I can just grab this real quick. Where is it? Where's the actual thing? Right over here. Nope, I already grabbed it. Okay. And that's full. These things are all full. Okay. They're awful. I mean, all full. Here we go. So I'm going to show you all what I worked on over the weekend. A very extensive start to a project that's going to be a very tall tower, basically. We don't have power issues yet, but I foresee power issues as we get deeper and deeper towards phase 4. Let's look at our power currently. Our gray line is our actual power being produced. Our blue is what our power would be using if everything was turned on at the same time. And orange is what we are currently using. So I want my gray line to be consistently above the blue line and for the rest of the playthrough. So would heated gloves help my hands? I don't know about heated gloves. I don't think that would help. I probably would need ice for my hands, to be honest. But I created... this is a fuel generator tower, and I have a blueprint designer. Fuel generator blueprint. So this is the blueprint I created off stream. for 4 fuel generators. To get a feel for why I am setting this up, we're doing a build for rocket fuel, which uses, each one of these burns 4.167 cubic m per minute. We are going to be creating 1,200, according to this recipe, 600 crude oil a minute will end up giving us 1,200 rocket fuel a minute. So 1,200 divided by 4.167. 287, which 288 fuel generators is what I Watch FTL said we're going to need. So that's what this build is going to be. I have 4 on each of these blueprints, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 8. 8 times 4. 32 per level. And if we're going to need 288 divided by 32, we're going to have a 9-tall tower of fuel generators to burn all this nitro fuel that we're going to be creating, rocket fuel. So, this is the base of this. But before we can do that, we need to actually turn this fuel and turn the oil into rocket fuel. So, I've already set up the crude oil. This is going to be a big build today. We're going to be working on this probably all day. I don't know if I'll even finish this entire build all day. But we have 600 crude oil a minute incoming from, I think I have 2 or 3 things over there. So the first thing we do is we turn that all into rubber. We turn it all into rubber, not because we want rubber, but because we want the heavy oil residue. I'll be following this production planner. It will create 400 heavy oil residue a minute that we're going to put in some blenders and do some other things with. So let's get this set up first and make sure this is all working. 600 a minute, so 300 a minute should be going down this way. I'm going to need to make sure we're connecting all our pipage here. There, that fills, very good. Gotta connect this guy. Make sure these guys are filling. They are filling, very good. Connect this guy here. And there we go. As soon as I see that this guy is filling, we'll know that this is good to go. Only flowing 60 something a minute. It should be flowing faster as other pipes fill up. Yeah, close to 300 a minute. Alright. Good, so these guys are filling up. Let's go connect the other side's pipes. So basically what I did was I set up the base of some of the biggest parts of the build off stream, so that once we get on stream today, I can just instantly start working on all this stuff. There is a disconnect somewhere here. I think it's this right here. This pipe right here is not correctly connected or something. That fill? No. So I think there's a... Okay. This side is the one that's always a little funky. So I need pipe. There. There. This should start to fill. That starts to fill. Good. And we get our little junction there. There. It's factory time. That's right, Gunther. How are you doing, my friend? Happy Wednesday to you. Guys, I think somehow this pipe is always disconnected somehow. Are you filling? No, I think there's a... It's weird that that one's filling, but that one's not. So there's like a fake connection somewhere along that pipeline somehow. Are you filling? You're filling. Good. Alright. Okay, yeah, so fake connection. I think there's a disconnect where this little guy is somehow. A fake connected pipe that is not actually connected. That's filling, very good. There. I've not yet decided what I'm going to do with all the rubber that will be created from this build. If I want to send it home. I was thinking about it last night. I think I might want to set up my first drone delivery system and deliver via drones to my base the rubber we're going to be creating as a byproduct of this crazy amount of rocket fuel power build we're doing. This is not turbo fuel, this is rocket fuel. I showed earlier, but you weren't here when I showed it. It is the production planner that iWatchFTL mentioned last week. We're turning 600 crude oil into 400 rubber and 400 heavy oil residue. That's going to go through a bunch of processes to give us 1,200 rocket fuel per minute. And 1,200 rocket fuel per minute is going to require 288 fuel generators, which I've set the bottom floor of 32 fuel generators that we're going to have 9 floors of to have a crap ton of power. So we're doing a crazy, crazy build here. All right, so copy, paste. So that's what we're going to be working all day on. All day we're going to be working on this. A very extensive build because we need power and this will be a lot and lots of power. Glad I'm using the calculator now. I've used it for some stuff in the past, but I don't feel like I've done any extensive enough builds this run yet that I have needed to use it until now. Because this is just crazy extensive. I just don't feel like I've had any builds extensive enough needed it until now, so. I am using it though. Okay. So. Some of these are red because I don't have them all powered. Let's power them all. Make sure they're all plugged in. Future Rand is thanking me for using that. Okay, cool. Yeah, pretty much Future Rand doesn't want to have to worry about power anymore, so. This will hopefully solve power issues for the rest of the run. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so these are all connected. The outputs will be rubber, and it'll be 400 rubber a minute. I'll have to figure out the output of these eventually. Did I say rubber? I did do rubber as one of these. It shouldn't be rubber. No. Why is there plastic on this? Okay, that's okay. It doesn't matter if there's plastic. This isn't going to be going into anything where there will actually be an output I got to worry about. Unlimited power. It's funny that this unlimited power build is going to be balanced or designed in such a way that we just have a crap ton of rubber that is just a byproduct. It's kind of crazy. You could siphon off a little rocket fuel for the drones. The only thing is they don't carry as much as trains and trucks. Yeah, I'm going to have to see. I also will have compacted coal as a byproduct of this. So, I think I'll have a couple of fuel sources if I need them. That tier 5, that is tier 5. I want to do a tier 4 belt. That'll handle the 400 and something a minute that this will eventually be. Okay. Let me make sure that all of my pipes are connected, which they are not. How much is this going to be in total? 400 heavy oil residue a minute. So I'm going to need a tier 2 pipage here. Pipeline 2 is what I want. And there might be a bottleneck of how much is going through here at a time, because as I'm replacing these pipelines, there might be little sections of it that won't be the Mark II. Oh, like that isn't even connected right there. Okay, good. You don't think drones can run on compacted coal? Ah, okay. This will permanently solve my power issues temporarily. True, true. We will see how permanent this power solution ends up being. I think iWatchFTL says he didn't have to do any more power after he did this build. The problem is, there were times when I did things more extensively or at a bigger build than iWatchFTL did, so who knows if that will be the case for me. Glass things here to get access to all these pipes, unfortunately. I'm a little worried that these tier 2 pipe, I might have to just completely rip out all this pipe eventually anyway, because I found that this blueprint I'm using, this is a pipeline Mark 1, I need a pipeline Mark 2. That there's inside these little junctions that sometimes there's just little leftover pieces of pipe in there that causes things to either not connect or be the wrong type of pipe or something, the wrong tier of pipe or something like that. Okay. Alright, so this will be the fuel going out to somewhere. Where that'll be, I don't know yet. But okay. That should be 400 heavy oil residue a minute under there. Now let me replace all these the glass that I just removed here, which I really did rip it all out. You know, I'm not going to replace it yet because of my worry that it's not actually going to be flowing at the 600 a minute that I might need. Let's do this. Let me create, because what this will be doing will be going to a blender and some other things. So creating a thing to store this right now, a buffer, would be not a bad idea. Go. There we go. That should fill with heavy oil residue right now. It'll stop after not too long because this rubber is going to be causing this to back up. Nothing is permanent. All is temporary except the Holy Master and his sacred chains. Nuclear power is still ahead. A proper supervillain lair needs nuclear power or a volcano. But there's no volcanoes in this game, sadly. True, true. I aspire to be a proper slaver. I don't know about that. Okay, so that is that build started. Heavy oil residue is going to go into 8 blenders making diluted fuel with some water. So let's start that next part of the build. So diluted fuel. What is the diluted fuel going to be doing? Diluted fuel will then be combined with coal, nitrogen gas, and sulfur in a blender to make compacted coal and rocket fuel. Okay. So there are multiple parts to this build still left to do. Where am I going to do this? 8 blenders. I don't actually have a blender blueprint. Do I want to make a blender blueprint? I'm going to have to do 2 blenders with 8 blenders. So maybe I do want to do a blueprint for 8 blenders here, actually, if I can. I haven't actually used Blender since I've unlocked it. Let's clear Blueprint Designer. Take these items. How big are blenders? They are pretty big. And there are many inputs. What do we need for this input? We only need, for this one, we only need water and heavy oil residue. For the other one, we're going to need 4 inputs. So if I'm going to make a blender, I should make a blender that can receive 4 inputs, I guess. See how tight we can make this. That. Can I fit 4 inputs there? It'll be tight, but I think I could make that work. At least piping nitrogen gas is easy because you don't need to worry about head lift and all that jazz. Well, that's good to hear because head lift is annoying AF to worry about. So that's nice. So I wonder if I can stack. I wonder if I can stack another level of these up high. I think I should be able to. Oh, the piping's going to be awkward of this if I do it this way. I think that's okay, though. So something like this. Something like this. And then I want to do a level above this with 4 more, and that'll be our 8 blender build. So, I need a wall. Oh, I have the wrong fuel. I must have run out of the other type of fuel. The turbo fuel. There. Okay. Will I be able to fit another one of these guys here? Or is it going to be too tall? I think it'll fit. I think this will fit. I think we can make this work. Man, I could feel the reduced speed of biofuel when I ran out of my turbo fuel. I kind of want to have a little side product of packaged rocket fuel from this, so I might have to incorporate, siphon off just a little bit of this ridiculous amount of rocket fuel to have some packaged rocket fuel available for my jetpack. Okay, so something like this. There, is that lined up with those? Yes, it is. Okay, there's that. That's definitely not right. Okay, there. And there. Okay, so now I gotta figure out inputs for these guys. Inputs on the outside and outputs come out in the middle. I could do, but the thing is the outputs are gonna be a lot easier to manage, so I'd like the blueprint to have the inputs already set up because it's gonna be a bunch of pipes and belts and things, so. Alright, so I think, so this is the front. I want to set this up to receive 2 solids and 2 liquids is what I want to set this up to receive. So, splitter. And how am I going to set this up? Could I do that? And that. 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 Because I still gotta get pipes. Still gotta get pipes here. I wonder if I'd rather actually have the pipes on the bottom. Because if I can do the inserts for these guys with inserters, that might make this easier to deal with. So I'm going to have 2 separate pipes on one of these. One will be nitrogen gas and the fuel. So I am going to need 1 set of pipes from here. There. And there. So this will be 1 input. And then I need a separate pipe. Something like that. Something like that. Hopefully future Rand will appreciate all I do for him. This is not gonna... Something like that. There. That. There. And then I gotta do the same on these sides. So this one, I guess it doesn't really matter, but this one. There. Go in there. This guy. There. Go there. And this guy. Go there. And that guy to go there. So there's all the inputs for those. Might be useful to color code your nitrogen pipes in different colors for other pipes. I guess so. I don't even have nitrogen going yet, so... Do you think for these input pipes that'll matter? I don't know if for these input pipes that'll matter. All right, let me get the piping set up for both levels here so I can match it. If I don't, I might forget. 1, 2, and there. If there's something you want to tell Future Ann, you'll bring him a message. Okay. Currently no messages yet. But I appreciate you looking out for Future Ann. Okay, so we want to go. These will be the first ones there. First one right there. And first one right there. And first one right there. This one will be there. The second one, so there. I love that they added that little dotted line that used to not exist. And then right there. Yeah, that's good. And then second one is right there, and then we plug all these in. There and there. That's the wrong one. There and there, so that's all plugged in. There and there. And then there. And there. So that's all our pipes plugged in. When bringing in multiple fluids or gases, color-coded pipes might be nice for a big build like this. I'll be honest, I don't think it matters. Because as long as all of the pipes are going where they're supposed to go, I could plug nitrogen into this one, or I could plug fuel into it, and it'll work exactly the same. So if I were doing more... like, I don't see how that matters, to be honest. What are the numbers they're going to be coming in at? The fuel is going to be coming in at 800 a minute. The gas is going to be coming in at 600 a minute. Okay, so I guess there is a slight difference because they'll be coming in at different amounts. The fuel will be 800 a minute. So actually, tier 1 belts won't be good. So let's do fuel on the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to color code. I'm going to have two different types of pipes. I'm going to have a tier 2 pipe for fuel, because that'll be 400 a minute, and then the nitrogen gas will be 300 a minute. So that's how I'm going to differentiate it. I'm going to differentiate it that the fuel needs the tier 2 pipe. It might look cool if we did that. True, but I don't want to have to keep coloring this over and over. I guess I can do... what is it? Fuel... We'll make fuel gold. I don't want to spend a lot of time color coding a crap ton of pipes, but the golden tier 2 pipe will be where fuel goes. That's what I'll do. Golden tier 2 pipe is fuel. So there, we did recolor a little bit at least. I'm not actually sure if that pipe got changed. I don't think it did, actually. Make sure that, I think that might be the case down here too, that this pipe, the tier 1 pipe in the middle there. Okay. So there's that. I'm gonna get rid of the stand here so I can plug these in easier. Once we actually start wanting to plug things in. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So there's our pipage setup. Blinged out pipes, you know it. Now, how am I going to get access to these guys? I think these will plug into splitters here if I can line them up correctly. I think. I'm hoping. So what I'm going to do to try to make this do what I want it to do what I want it to do. You got the touch. You got the power. All right, so we have 800 sulfur a minute, 400 coal a minute. 800. I don't have anything that can bring stuff in at 800 a minute. That might become an issue. I might have to do multiple belts here, which would be a pain in the arse. For now, what I'm going to do is just use tier 5 belts, and then I'll adjust as needed. Alright, so now what we're going to try to do is get splitters and see if these will line up the way I want them to. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work then. I need it to be directly in the middle because we're splitting off to two different sides here. Is there a way to make this work? To make that connect. Does that connect? I feel like that doesn't connect. I feel like there might be a way to make this work, and I'm not exactly sure. If I placed splitters first or second or something, how would I make this actually work? Quite sure there's a way to make this work. Feel like there is. If I turned these, maybe. Problem is I'm gonna have 4 of these, so trying to turn all these things. How do I make this work? So let me see what I'm doing here. Maybe set up the lifts first and work my way towards the middle. I don't know what that means, sorry. But what I think I might be able to do here, if I split the difference. If I were to do this. There's always going to be a funky shape trying to make this work. Set up the lifts first and work your way to the middle. Yeah, I don't know what that sentence means, or I don't know how to interpret that. I might need to do a separate conveyor belt for each side because of the spacing of this, which I hate to do, but it might be the only way to make this work. Or make a very tall thing, one belt for this side. Well, it's actually 2 belts, one for each of these items, and then 2 belts for the other side. To get the spacing right. Because I don't think from the middle I can deliver items with a lift. So I think what I have to do is, I think maybe what you're saying is set up the lifts and the inputs, and then I judge the distance that way. Yeah. having the belt in the middle is throwing off my spacing. Well, the thing is, if I don't have the belt in the middle, then I'm going to have to do more belts than I want to do, which is, I think, what I have to do. I think I'm going to have to do multiple belts. I don't want to do 4 belts for this, but it looks like that's what I'm going to be forced to do here. So I would do that, and this would have to be even higher. Unless I'm okay with overlapping belts, which I don't really want overlapping belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. I hate to do it, but I think this is what I might have to do to make this actually work. So this one is the lowest one, which is 1 up. This one is the next, which is 1, 2, 3. And then this one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully those are lined up, but I can check by trying to do a belt from one or the other. I think that's lined up. Even my Mark 5 belt won't handle load. I kind of have to split up. I think you're right. At least for one of them. One of them needs 800 sulfur a minute, and one belt wouldn't be able to deliver that. So, as much as I hate it, I think this is the right way to do this. So, what I'm going to now do is just plug in splitters to each of these guys. Going that direction. Have to figure out which belt is doing which thing, though. So maybe I do the higher belt. Will be delivering. Maybe I want to do the lower belt as delivering. Let's see here. I'm going to have to plug these in from the outside anyway. So what I'm going to do is just do Mark 5 belts connecting all these things. Do Mark 5 belts. That way I don't have to calculate it. To there. To there. That's to there. There. How is the detilting going? Better over than underkill. After all, what if the factory grows? That's right, that's right. Although this build that I'm working on should never grow. It's pretty insane. I don't have any plans on growing it. Alright, so I want to make the top one match the bottom one. So I have starting from this side, the second one is the lowest one going up 1. That will be 1, and this goes up 2, 3. This guy goes up 1, 2, 3, 3, and that guy goes up 1. And then the other side is the first one's the tallest one, so the last one goes up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one goes up 7, 6, 7. Is that overlapping? Don't be doing that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. There we go. Okay. And then we just plug in splitters to each of these, going from that direction. such a goofy build because we're forced to have so little space to work with frickin' level 2 blueprints. Okay. This guy. 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 And I think that's all our belts plugged in. You've had an interesting personal development. Your church has a matchmaking service you decided to apply for, and today they told me they have a potential match. You'll admit you're a little cautious because the service has no pictures attached, and you'll admit you have at least a few shallow physical requirements. But you're cautiously optimistic. You're way braver than me, Zach Dog. I would never go on a blind date. I just wouldn't do it. But good luck. I hope it works out for you. But I would never agree to that. Yeah. Let me get an actual power line here. Power pole. So this will be my thing that we plug everything into. There. There. Go across. And then there. There. You respect the three-dimensional thinking. I am now stuck. Stuck in my 3 dimensions. Okay. And there we go. And then we go up to the 2nd floor. Well, I know you went on... I mean, you told me about that cruise you went on. That was basically a matchmaking cruise that you met somebody, but you lived too far away from each other or something, so... You just are, in general, braver than me about meeting new people, I think. Or at least meeting new potential romantic partner people. Alright, so that's everything plugged in. I should probably say what these guys are doing. Actually, I'm not going to say what these guys are doing because I'm going to have 2 different ones that are going to be doing 2 different things. I'm stuck. Stuck. Okay. This build scares the Factorio player in you. So much density. Too far away. You're also, and they were also 11 years older than you. Okay. Well, density is kind of needed when your blueprints are so limited in space. So I think I have everything I need. They're powered. The belts are plugged in. The pipes are plugged in. I think this is good. So I'm going to save this as 8 blender build. 8 blenders with all pipes and belts input configured. I don't have the outputs configured, but that's okay. We got the ins configured. And this is going to be a blender. Where is a blender? Is this the blender? That's the blender. Okay, that. And we'll just make this like a... It's doing nitro fuel. One of these will be, so we'll make it a red. 8 blender build. Saved. Okay. Clear. Now that we have that set up, well, that's laggy. Take all my items back. And let's figure out where we're fitting this thing. The first one, which is going to be the output from... The first one's not actually going to need all the inputs. It's only going to need water and heavy oil residue to create diluted fuel, which will then go into the other blender. So where do I have space to work with? I have space to work with over there. So... "8 blender build" sounds like a song title. Okay. So I'm going to build over here. And we can pump up water from below. We'll pump the nitrogen from wherever it is because it's somewhere over there. And I'm going to need a base to this thing. A 5x5 base, I believe. So... Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should connect. Well, I'm glad you're cautiously optimistic about your matchmaking, Zach Dog, and I wish you luck, and I hope it goes well. Okay, let's see. So this is going to be our first blender build right here. Blueprint, 8 blender build. Oh man, did I perfectly line it up without even have to move anything? I think I did. Beautiful. And so this one is going to be just water. Actually, I need 800 water a minute for this, with only 400 heavy oil residue a minute. So we'll use the bottom pipe here, which is the tier 2 pipe for the water. But I'm going to have 2 separate pipes for that. So the diluted fuel will come from here. And I'm probably going to need a pump for this, but hopefully not. And 400 a minute, we will need a tier 2 pipe. I say tier 2 pipe, tier 2 pump. Well, no, tier 2 pipe as well. And only 400 a minute, so I should be able to do a splitter guy here. There. That'll go up there, no problem. Okay. So that'll do that. When do we get the 5x5 foundation blueprint? Actually, I think I already have it. I just didn't use it. I think I made it over the weekend, and I just haven't been using it for whatever reason. Okay. So, let me plug in power here and tell these guys what they're building. So you guys are going to be making diluted fuel. Going to need heavy oil residue and then the water, which we'll figure out the water in a bit. Copy. Paste. 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 And paste. Paste. Paste and paste. Okay, those should all be yellow. Beautiful. And you should be receiving your fuel, at least. Heavy oil residue, I should say. But you're not because the pump doesn't have power. And we're going to need another pump down here. So, I'm going to turn this into a Mark II power pole, and I can just pump it. Plug in all the pumps here. Right there. There we go. So that'll get that up there. And now I need water. And the water's going to be interesting because I need 400 water per level, which means I'm going to have a separate set of water pipes for each of these guys. And what I also want to do is set up reservoirs, or whatever they're called. Fluid buffers for each of these. And you know what? I'm going to do a tier 1 buffer for each of these guys. Let's set up a buffer for each of these guys. 2. There. That way we should hopefully have no problem with overhead or whatever it's called, liquid shenanigans. Go. Looks good. Okay, so that'll be the water. And I need 400 water for a minute for each of these pipes. How much do these do? Like 100 and something, I feel like. I think I can, for once, actually set up foundations underwater so these look good, hopefully. Let's see if I can actually do that. If I do that, can I put a water pump on top of that? Water extractor. Yes, I can. Beautiful. All right. Okay, can I build here, or will I be in water? I am in water, so I can't build while standing on that right now. But, let's see here. Building cannot be nudged. Why? Why can water buildings not be nudged? I don't understand. Okay. Let's do that. And how much water do each of you do? 120. 400 divided by 120. So basically 4 pumps. 4 pumps for each of these guys. Two, 3, 4. 1, whoops, tab, 1, tab. Can I now fly? Yes, I can. Okay, good. I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so we're going to have 2 separate outputs of pipes. What will line these up? About right there or so. 2, 3, 4. We'll have 2 separate pipes going up to 2 separate outputs here. So Mark II pipe. And I am going to do something that I've done before because I like the look of, and that is this pipe's like similar spacing here. 1, 2, 3. Do about there. I think my foundation is still a little deep. They need to be 1 meter below the surface. Wow, can you actually measure that perfectly? I didn't know you could measure that perfectly. It's okay. This will work. I guess you measure that. How do you measure for water when you can't? I guess you use 4-meter foundations and then measure it that way or something. Maybe that's how you do it. You measure it by using your own foundations, I guess. Hey, we got raided by Grizzly Mala. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We're doing a really big build. Just in time for this crazy big build. We're going to be having 288 fuel power generators that might not all get done in this one day. Oh my god, those overlap. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Actually, you know what? If I make these not horizontal to vertical, I don't think they'll overlap like that. Let's see. Whoops. Pipeline Mark 1. R. Auto. Noodle. Kind of do want it to be horizontal to vertical, though, actually. Okay, well, then they're going to just overlap. Because I don't want to move these again. Exploit the game, bro. Very Sigma. Okay. I don't know if I'm exploiting, but you gotta go. You'll drop a follow. Appreciate that. Invalid pipe shape. What the frick? How is it invalid pipe shape when I literally use control to line it up perfectly? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Why? The hell? Are these not straight? Oh my gosh, the pipes are not straight. Okay, I gotta redo this entire thing. Somehow these pipes... You know, when you float above the world, you're supposed to make building easier. Sometimes it just makes it more of a pain. Because I couldn't even tell that these pipes were not straight. I couldn't tell that there was a verticality to them that I didn't want there to be. A verticality that I did not want. And maybe I can separate these a bit. I guess, you know what, since I'm redoing this entire damn thing, let's separate them a bit more so I can not have them overlapping. Okay, that one is in the middle, and that one is in the middle. Okay, so tier 2 pipes. Let's not have them super high. For whatever reason, they were super high. Go down. You straight. You're straight. Very good. There we go. That's what I want to see. Let's check that these line up correctly before I place them all and get all angry that they don't work. Okay, apparently horizontal to vertical just doesn't work for that. I have no reason. I have no understanding of why. But fine, it's gonna look like frickin' Squidward's nose, and I'm gonna be fine with it. You blueprinted fuel generators in a pattern of 4 with shards and overclocking. Worth doing when the time comes. You can connect a pipe and a wire, it'll generate. I literally already did that. Although I didn't use shards. So I was inspired by your build, Flurchin, but I don't know that my build's gonna be exactly the same as yours. I'm pretty sure you blueprinted yours to be one long straight tower up. I blueprinted mine that I can stack them, but it's going to be 9 stacks of 32. I showed it off earlier in the stream. The start of the build, I'll show it off later once I get to working on that again. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how I want to do this. I would like this to be straight. So can I do... Okay, apparently I can't go this other direction. It's just gonna... Well, maybe if I go like this, I can. Okay, that's pretty clean. Cool with that. Kinky pipes, bro. Kink. It's all. We're all about the kink here. All about the kink. And this will be slightly unstraight, but that's fine. There. Unstraight. One day my wish of... What are these things called? The things that hold belts and pipes. One day my wish of those just automatically stacking on top of each other will be a thing. That stackable pipes will just be a thing, but I don't know when that day will be. But I wish that that would be a thing. There we go. That'll work. Go get some food. Hope I have an awesome stream. Appreciate that, Grizzly Mala. And folks, give Grizzly a follow. Go check them out. I assume you were playing some Satisfactory. I appreciate very much that raid out of nowhere. Hope you had a great stream as well. Alright, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna need some pumpage going on here. For now. Bring power down to our water pipes here. Our water, what are these things called? Water pumps. You missed some stuff? Well, I mean, yeah. We've been going for a little over an hour, so... Oh wait, I didn't need to do that one, actually. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see if Tier 2 pumps will be enough for both of these guys. Tier 2... That looks good. That guy's not quite all the way up there. Do I have to do 2 pumps? I'm trying to avoid 2 pumps. The question is, what, these guys have like 10 meter lift or something? Will that... We'll find out. We'll find out if the pumps themselves will get high enough for that lift. Does anybody know like how to measure how high water pumps will give you head lift? Like, will they reach to the top of their machine or something like that? Or is there an easy way to know? Like, is the water going to get to this pump? Feels like maybe it's not. Well, maybe. Once this is full. 10 meters of head lift. I know, but what is 10 meters? Like, how high on a water extractor is 10 meters? I guess, do I have to use a frickin' foundation to figure this out? Which is really annoying. Like, that's 8 meters, I think. So 10 meters would be 2 meters above that. I don't freaking know. It doesn't look like the water's flowing up here, which means I don't think I have enough head lift to get to this pump. Unless I'm going the wrong direction. Oh, it's not. It's also not powered. It would help if I powered the damn thing. Okay. Alright, I think that'll work, actually. I think that'll work. Oh yeah, you can use a beam as a measuring stick. That's a good suggestion. But I think that maybe this... Why is this one not working? Is this one the wrong direction? I think that one's the wrong direction. There there, because that one should have no problem having plenty of head lift there. You always assume that you need to put a pump as soon as you angle the pipe uphill. It's a little vague. It is very vague. What's going on here? Is there no water in this pipe? Why is there no water in this pipe? Did I not plug in these guys yet? Apparently I did not. What? Oh. I did not plug in these guys. Frick. There. Okay. That should do it. That should be 400 water. This should be making 10 M of fuel per minute once water starts showing up in here. And how much in total is this? This is going to be 800 fuel a minute. So I'm going to need, yeah, 400 per level. Which I have not set up the outputs for. And they are not getting water yet, which is a little worrying to me. What about the top floor? It's been pumping a little longer. Do you guys have water? Okay, you guys have water. Why do you guys not have water? Okay, it's starting to come through, I think. There it is. Okay, so that's coming through. So now we got outputs. Outputs is going to be... I'm going to give each of these a large fluid buffer, industrial fluid buffer to flow into. That looks centered. So this is going to be 200 a minute, so I can use a tier 1 belt or tier 1 pipe for this. Good. And then tier 2 pipe flows into here. Is not centered. Damn. Thought I centered it. That should be centered like that. 2 pipe. Trying to make this look smooth and clean when I can. Okay, there. 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 We got to do this for both the bottom and the top of this thing. If I want this to be even, I think I got to go there. Actually, the same. So there we go. This should be filling up with fuel. Okay, very good. And we do the same thing on the bottom side. So I have a space and then a 3x2 here. Space and then 3x2. And giant wires I might need to move if I don't want to have overlap at some point. Okay, that's lined up. That looks middle-ized. Mark 2 belt. There. Okay, and after we do this, we're going to have to do a blender an 8 blender setup for... Come on, come on. For the actual rocket fuel, which will require us to get some nitrogen and coal and sulfur and a bunch of other stuff, I think. So this was definitely a big build. I was wondering if I'd actually be able to finish this today. I think I will be able to finish this. What I might not be able to finish today is the actual 288 fuel generators. We'll have to see if I can actually finish that today. Okay, well, this is not showing. So let's get it closer. That's probably why I had to do this, so that I could actually get the line to make it line. Line to make it line up. There. 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 Because the other blender setup is going to be more complicated because I do have to add those extra materials to it. The nitrogen, the coal, and whatever the other thing is. Sulfur, I think it is. Okay. Alright, so fuel is flowing from both sides into here. Very slowly, but yes. Because you are probably... Why are you not receiving water? That's not a good sign. Did I mess up the inputs for water? Oh, I don't think I plugged in the input for water, did I? Yeah, I did not. Whoopsie. Sorry about that, bro. I better check all these. There we go. Now you got water. Oh, crap. My blueprint's missing that it's input. I'm going to have to fix my blueprint. I think the top floor, I didn't miss that. I apparently missed a pipe. Let's see if I missed that up here. Got all the pipes there. 2 pipes there. Okay. So these are all green. These are all green now. Okay. Let me go fix my blueprint real quick, because apparently I missed a pipe. I missed a pipe to plug in here. Alright, take all. Load. 8 blender build. And let's see which pipe. Oh, yep, I can see right here. I missed the pipe right here. Well, actually, it might still be building. Hold on a second. Okay, so I didn't miss that pipe. It was... Which pipe did I miss? It's the one over here. God, this is so tight. Tab, 1, tab. Now I can go. Okay. So I missed that pipe and this pipe right here. Somehow I missed these 2 pipes. Oopsie. I don't think I missed any on the top floor. Let's go make sure real quick. Those pipes all look plugged in. Okay, so just that. Those 2 pipes on the bottom floor I somehow missed on the blueprint. All right, so let's save that. Save, confirm. Clear. I don't know why escape doesn't work getting out of the blueprint designer. I'm not sure. Hover pack seems nice. It's very nice. It is very nice if you are near power. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. But it is great for working near your power lines, that's for sure. Okay, so that is the fuel done. Now, I have a feeling that is all backed up because my rubber is not going anywhere. But we'll fix that after we get everything else built, because I'm going to have to do something with all that rubber. Maybe sink it at first while I decide how I transport it back home. So that is all leading to 400 times 2, 800 fuel a minute, which is then going to go to another 8 blender build that's going to be making nitro rocket fuel. So I think this will work out well, actually, and then I can have this flow directly to the next place it needs to go to. So here, I do have my 5x5 small foundations, which you asked what I'm going to do. I did. I just didn't use it. So now I can use it. There, blender build. And that's nice and quick to set up. Very nice. So, this is going to be... so the fuel will be the bottom thing. Let me wait for this to finish making here. This is going to be the alternate nitro rocket fuel, which does 150 rocket fuel per minute. It's 25 compacted coal compared to 110. It requires nitrogen gas, sulfur. Ran cooking with hot grease. That's right. Cooking with hot grease. I'll have to figure out the output. But, and I'm probably going to be sinking all this compacted coal. What could, I guess I could even burn the compacted coal for more power. I don't think I'll need to. Or I could use that compacted coal. I wonder if I can use that compacted coal to power a drone. But I think, Gunther, you said maybe you can't use compacted coal to fuel drones. I don't know. I'll have to test that out. But I'm not going to worry about that yet. So, copy. Paste. 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 Good. Because if I could just, it would be great if I could power a drone with compacted coal, which is a side product of this, to deliver the side product of rubber back to my base using the drone. But I have a feeling that maybe won't work. Don't accept that field type? Okay, we'll have to test and see. Alright, so I believe I just need a tier 2 pipe going directly from here to here. And that should supply the fuel for this build. Same thing down here, but I'll need to power it. And then I'll have to get a whole bunch of other materials input here. But it should be a nice, quick delivery there. Let's get power. That one's full. Okay, I'll grab from this line that's not full. Over to here. Plug all those in. Which of those should all be yellow now. Very good. Oh, but that's plugged in, so these should all be yellow. Very good. Are you receiving fuel already? Beautimous. Okay. Alright, so fuel is plugged into these guys. Now we need all of the other materials, which are nitrogen, coal, and sulfur, I believe. Nitrogen is 600 a minute, so a tier... three belt should... tier 2 pipe should work. And I believe I don't have to worry about head lift for nitrogen, I think. Well, let me get a pipe set up here. It'd be nice if I don't have to worry about head lift for nitrogen. What is my head running into? Jesus. Okay. That's basically straight. It goes through the floor, that's fine. I could have used a floor hole. But either way. So that should be nitrogen, a tier 2 belt. This will be the first time I actually use nitrogen for anything. And I believe it's over here somewhere. Down here. A pure and a normal, and I need 600 nitrogen gas. Will a pure and a normal give me enough for that? Hopefully I can just plug into this. That will be good to go. So where was it? It was straight down this way. Look like drones have 5 fuel types. Fuel, turbo fuel, battery, rocket fuel, and ionized fuel. Well, I'm going to have a crap ton of rocket fuel, so I could use the rocket fuel to be my, drone fuel, I guess. Oh, yellow slug? Sure. As I get shot in the back with a fireball. Good. Alright, where is this nitrogen? Right around here somewhere. Past it? Is it below me? Or is it up top here? I think it might be below. Nope, nope, I see it. I see it over here. Okay, I forget how this works. Ow, Jesus. No frickin' rest every time I go anywhere. Damn animals. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for resource well pressurizer. Which I don't think matters the reference. And then resource well extractor. Activated fracking satellite node. So I think this must need power before this will even do anything. Do I have any of my long-range power poles anywhere close by? Looks like no. So let me just set one up real quick. Blueprint. Big power pole. Station. There. Gotta work. There. This. Should be able to reach to one of these guys, right? Maybe not, actually. There we go. That should get us power for that guy. Alright, so I might just have to package some rocket fuel if I want to power my some drones to deliver rubber back to my base. Which might be a fun thing anyway, because I haven't done drones with this this thing at all. Ah, now it's on. Normal. Okay. Pure. Okay. So, resource well extractor. Pure. How much does this create? 120 a minute, and I need 60 in total. I say 60, 600 in total. So 120 plus 120. So that's 240. Okay, so 600 per minute means, like, I think this means that if I pull from all 6 of these, or how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I pull from all 6, that should be 600 a minute in total, I think. So, that's always an awkward thing. But if I do a tier 2 pipe, starting right here. And I plug in some merger splitters, whatever, to this thing. I believe this is giving me nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas, beautiful. Okay, and now I can do this. Do pipe over to here that I can plug all 3 of these guys into, I believe. There. There. And And there we go. So that, I think, will give me 600 nitrogen gas per minute. Autosave lag. Okay, something's making a sound. Let me explode this thing, see what we got. Excuse me. I assume it's something underneath here. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, so now I just need to bring this back to my base, and then we got coal and sulfur I think we gotta do. Not back to my base, back to place over here. Eventually, eventually I might need to actually get a train set up to deliver nitrogen to my base. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, though. Eventually I might need a source of nitrogen for my home base for builds, but I don't ever get the raw resource until I have a build that is going to be using said raw resource. Okay, I'll take care of this guy. This and this and this. Okay, and we're delivering this over to here. Tried to land on a non-existent foundation. Good job, me. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Do we have a 600 a minute flow rate? Let's see if it gets close to that. It's flying up there. I'm gonna believe that that'll do what we want it to do. So we're getting nitrogen. We're getting nitrogen. Beautiful. Make sure we're getting this on both floors. Nitrogen gas. Beautiful. All right. Now we just need sulfur and coal, and this build is initially done. There's to be plenty of stuff I need to do. I'm going to have to go back home and get a crap ton more materials to actually build the 200 and whatever generators we need. But we're making good progress. Coal and sulfur. Coal and sulfur. How much do I need of each? I have my... For those who wonder what I keep looking at, this is the reference we're using, the production planner. We've done this, this, this. We just set up that blender. We just did the nitrogen, so I need 400 coal and 800 sulfur a minute. Those are the last two pieces I need. So let's do the coal since it's a smaller amount first. I think there's some pretty darn close right down there. Okay, and I need how much a minute? 400 coal a minute. So that'll be 200 per floor here. So it is south of me that direction, so I'll probably bring it underneath and then pipe it up is what I'll do. 400 a minute, so that a tier 4 belt should be enough for that. I'm gonna need 2 different belts for sulfur because it's gonna be 400 per floor. So let me see how I want to set this up. Tier 4 belt. Nitro, let's go. What's up, Grima? Did we get the mod for cookies yet? The mod for cookies yet? I don't think we have. Okay, how am I gonna do this? That's gonna go right. Okay, I don't think I want to do. Okay. think what I want to do, Mark 4, not 5. Mark 4. There. And that will supply that one. And then Mark 5. One, two, three. Will supply that one. And then I'm going to need to split off of these guys to supply the other ones. Is that right? I think so. Although that's a splitter right there, isn't it? Ooh, I don't think I planned this, but if this works, this could be perfect. I mean, I totally planned this. Yeah, this actually works great. Which I totally planned this. Totally planned this. There we go. That will deliver all the stuff. And you know what? Let's just turn all these into tier 5 belts, because I don't have to do the measuring on this. So there. And one of these I can supply with coal and use a splitter right here. Because that guy I can just take the coal up and I won't have to worry about it, although that looks like just a mess. So I probably have this come up and do a splitter off of whatever the one comes up. Feed it to there and then take the coal up there. Alright, so coal. Let's go grab some coal. Let's go grab 400 coal to be exact, precise, whatever. Alright, let's kill whatever's gonna be guarding the coal over here. What's gonna be guarding the coal? Who's gonna guard against the coal? Who do I have to kill? Who wants to fight me? You want to fight me? I will kill you. You too? Do you want to fight me? I don't care. I will kill you either way. Okay. Normal. What do we got around here? Got any pures over here? Normal. What are you? You pure? Or are they all normals? Normal. Okay, so it looks like this is 3 normals if I'm seeing correctly. Oh, normal, yeah. Or maybe it's 4 normals. Who else? Who else wants some? I just killed your friends. Oh, there you are. You were hiding behind the coal, apparently. Any more? Anybody else hiding behind the coal? Okay, I think these are all normals, aren't they? Okay, so I don't have tier 3 miners yet, so how many tier 2 miners on normals do I need? I don't know. Probably at least 2. That's the right thing for miners? Good. What's up, Spectre? Good luck. Appreciate it. We don't need luck. We make our own luck. We make our own everything in Satisfactory. 120 a minute. And I need 400 divided by 120, 3.33. So I'll just put a tier 2 miner on all of these guys. So I need 6 more of these. It's most power efficient to not overclock. And I'm not sure which mod for cookies you're talking about, Grima. Is there actually a mod for Satisfactory for cookies? I mean, we made our end game for Planet Crafter. Is that what it's called? We had cookies. So if there was a mod for cookies, I should totally check out mod for cookies. Alright, so all these are 120 a minute. 120. 120. 120. Okay, so they're all 120. So I can use a tier 2 belt out of these guys. How do I want to get power here? Probably just do a... This guy. There. 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 Where are the other guys? Oh, one of them's over there. Oh, they're right here. I'm right next to them. There. There. Alright, so those are all 4 powered, so I can use a tier 2 belt for the outputs of these. We merge them all to a tier, we'll just go to tier 5. We move it as quickly as possible. Through the floor, who cares? Let's do a merger. Right here. I go right through the power pole? No, okay, good. And we'll do a tier 4. Do another merger. We'll bring a crossover this way. And tier 5 belt. We'll bring our coal over around about roundabouts right here. You care. Care about what? Sorry, stream delay. I said something and then I don't even remember what I said, so. What are we caring about? I forget what I'm talking about from 1 second to the next second. Okay. I care about my slaves that apparently Meow Zedong says I love to enslave. Totally care about them, totally. Okay, so it's gonna be about right. That one's centered. I think that one is centered, so about right. There. I said through the floor, who cares? And you said I care. Okay. Go. And we'll do a splitter, so let's go a lift. Go up here, set this similar thing up right here. And what did I do? I did lift in the middle. Up one. And I did one right next to it. One, two, three. Okay. Very good. And what do we do here? Yes. This to that. This to that. And then we did a lift. There. And a lift there. Okay. So now I should just need to bring the sulfur, and I think we're good to go for these things to be making turbo fuel, rocket fuel. What a beautiful friendship, right? I even care about how good my factory looks. Such a beautiful friendship we have. A madman and the murderer who... That madman likes to voyeur. That sound dirty? I think that might sound dirty. All right, so we need 800 sulfur now. 800 sulfur a minute. That's the wrong thing. Sulfur. All right, straight to the west, we got some sulfur. And pure there, impure there. Okay, well, 800 a minute is a lot, so let's see if we can mine enough to get 800 a minute over here, and then I'm going to have multiple pretty long belts for this. The way you phrased was so juicy, it'd make another perfect reason for you to stay away from potential political career. So scandalous. Really? I don't want to talk politics, but it feels like everything that's going on politically in the world, there's nothing I could do that would disqualify me for running for office. I feel like there's nothing I could do. Normal... Impure. I think there was a pure somewhere. Is this one pure? That one's pure. Okay. True. There is no scandal so scandalous that I could be disqualified for office. Alright, I'm probably going to need three more mines. We'll see. So 6 more miners. If anything, it'll probably legitimize my claims to the throne. The more things I'm accused of, the more qualified I am for office. Vote for Rand. I will vent humans and approve of voyeurism. Or something. Vote for me. I think I might have to do some overclocking here. So 240 a minute. Up to 600. And I need 800 in total. So 600 from that. Are either of these normal? They both impure. Okay, that's normal. Doing minor mark 2. And that's 120. And I need 800 in total. So if I get 200 in total. That's 60. 60 plus 120 is only 180. So 180 plus 60 will be 240. So 240 plus 600 will be it'll be 600 and something. So I only need 180. I only need 20 from you, right? Am I right about that? 20 plus 180 is 200. So 200 plus 600 is 800. Okay. You'd vote for me. Don't I get access to Mark Miners 3 Mark 3 miners soon? Yeah, I guess I can check a MAM right now, can't I? Let me check. If I could just do that. I don't think it's in a MAM. You know what? It's back home. It's at... Can I just build the hub? No, I need iron ore. I need 20 iron ore. I apparently don't have any iron ore here. I guess if I could just do that real quick, that would be nice. The thing is I'd have to... I don't know if I have the materials on me to do it, but maybe. Let me go mine 20 iron and see, because if I can do tier 3 miners, that would actually be good. Just build a hub real quick and send stuff off if I can do that. It was the wrong place to ask. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been back to my base since you've been in the stream, I think, because the last time I was back in the base was at the very beginning of the stream. I've been working on this project this entire stream so far. I'd have to run all the way home, and we are not close to home. Alright, so let's just get 20 iron ore, make a hub real quick, and see. Oh, Jesus. Every time I go anywhere, Somebody is ruining my life. You're ruining my life! You're ruining my life! So I will end yours. Goodness, lag. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I just need to plug into power, I think, for the hub. Or can I just place the hub? Or will it not let me because I already have one? I can only build one hub. I can't even do it. Okay. Well, so much for that idea. Well, I'm not going to run home just for tier 3 miners right now. Maybe, we're about to take... I'm about to take my break. And what I might do is after I complete all this build, I am going to run home because I'm going to need materials for days to make 280, 270 something fuel generators. Remind me, Gunther, then... What's this guy floating here? Can I get it? Did I get it? I didn't get it. Remind me when we run home to do that. See about unlocking that. I think this is another respawned Mercer Spear. Because it's not encased in anything. I'm pretty sure this is just respawned. Yeah. But I will take advantage of respawn Mercer Spheres all day, every day. But yes, remind me to check on tier 3 miners, and I can come back and replace the miners and maybe... I don't know if tier 3 miners will be more efficient than overclocking tier 2 miners. I assume they will be, but we can at least check it. If only those dudes would learn to chill, I wouldn't have to end their lives, I know. If only. Alright, where's the sulfur? Did I pass it? I did, it's right up here. Oopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. Scoopsy loopsy. Oh, there's somebody gonna attack me if I try to get that, so screw that. They actually respawn? No, they don't respawn. But when Coffee Stain releases a patch, sometimes that patch does screwy things like cause items to respawn that shouldn't have respawned. So that's why they've respawned. Okay. They were not supposed to respawn, I should say. Because of bugs, they have respawned, or... I don't know if it's a bug or what. That's what we're trying to do. It's over to the miners. Okay, so how am I going to bring 400 a minute between 3 different things here? I kind of want to load balance onto 2 different tier 4 belts. Because tier 4 belts take 480. God, it's so close. 780 is 20 resources a minute less. I guess what I could do... I could do a tier 5 belt, taking 620. And then a tier 3 belt to take 180 a minute. And then I load balance them over there. That might be easier than trying to load balance them right now. I think I am going to do that. So, merger here. I only need a tier 1 belt for this, right? Yeah, it's only 20 a minute. Tier 1 to merge to there, and that'll be 600 something a minute. And then a tier 3 belt will bring this, and then we'll figure out the numbers over there. So let's do you want a stackable? Do you want a lunchable stackable? I'm going to do what I normally do, which is I'm going to bring belts over, then I'll bring the stackables as I go along. I'll stack them. Oh, I really can't do that? Okay. Guess I am doing this. They're too steep again. Oh god, spiders. Oh god, and this guy walked right in my way. I hate you. I hate you, spiders. I hate you. Did I kill you already? Oh wow, I killed you mid-air, so your remains are just floating. There. Okay. You're not the good kind of spiders that kills mosquitoes. You're the bad kind of spiders that want to eat me. They want to eat humans. Now, I am a very ventable human, but still. Okay, let me figure out where I'm bringing this. Bring a thing over here. We're going to go a little over for a break, because if I can get this last thing set up, I would like to get this last thing set up for our first portion of the stream here. Okay. And I can set up stackables. Stackapoles. To care about stackabling, well, I will stack them where it's at least convenient on the ground and not a big giant mess of a belt. So I'll go to about right here, and then I'll be done with stack of poles. Alright, so let's go get the other belt. Tier 3 belt. Yeah, I lied. I'm gonna keep stack of poling. Alright, tier 3 belt. There. There. Stack pole. Damn, that doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm gonna stack it on top of another belt, which I hate to do, but you give me no choice, game. You give me no choice. There, now I got a stack of poles to connect them. Okay, so now I got to even these out because I need these to be 400 per minute per floor. So how do I balance these out? I think I have an overflow, a smart splitter from the 600 minute to combine with this one is how we do that. So I do. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? I need to be over there. Okay. Well, then I gotta Do-do-do-do. I completely forgot which side I was on. Oh my lag, Batman. Kind of speed running this right now just to complete this part of the build before we take our break here. Okay, so now I did set up each of these belts, so I guess I'm going to bring this around here. Actually, I can bring this underneath is what I could do. Actually, I know what I can do. I can do that and that. So this will be the 600 a minute we need here. Let me give myself a, actually, tab 1 tab. Aha! Floating! Floating for the win. Alright, so we do this. We deliver this over to here. There we go. So that will supply sulfur for the bottom floor. And what we do here, similar thing. Apply this direction. There. And I am going to turn... I'm going to get a merger. If I do a merger and a smart splitter, will they connect? Probably not. So let's do my smart splitter first. Smart splitter here. Left is overflow. Left is overflow. Do this direction. We do a merger here. Okay, I need this to be back a little bit then. There, turn this into tier 5 belt. And the overflow should fix that. Beautiful. That should, I think, correct itself to get enough sulfur to both sides. And I think we have rocket fuel. We have stinking rocket fuel, my friends. What I didn't do is set up any kind of outputs, though, I don't think. So, yeah, I have no outputs for the rocket fuel. So that's a GG cookie time on rocket fuel. We've gone over our break, so I'm going to GG cookie time for the rocket fuel. I'm going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom. Y'all can enjoy watching sulfur flow beautifully. When we come back, we're going to figure out the outputs for the rocket fuel. And the outputs for the rocket fuel are going to lead to us having to do a bunch of other stuff, like get a crap ton of fuel generators. So I'm going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom. Y'all have a GG cookie time. Enjoy watching the sulfur actually get backed up. But when we come back, that's what we'll work on. Y'all rock. See you in just a bit, my friends.